He thinks he's somebody. He thinks what he does is revolutionary to the wrestling business when in reality, he's just a less famous Miz.
Yo.
Hit him. Hit him.
Oh my God,
He
man.
hit him.
See,
He hit him.
that man hit him where it hurt.
Y'all talk about the whole fucking jawbone hurt.
Everybody just went crazy for
Bruh,
it.
you can't not go crazy. I went crazy when I heard that, bruh. I'm like, oh my God, he called this man as The Miz on AEW, television, TNT. Where WWE at? I know they coming with the cease and desist order. You know what I'm saying? I know they coming with the cease and desist, bruh. That shit crazy as hell, man. But what's going on, man, as y'all see, we just made our return, you know what I'm saying? We back. Another episode of the Raps and Wrestling, you know what I'm saying? And we a man down today, you know what I mean?
Always. Always a man down. Now, Kenny, I didn't speak much last week because, well, I had a sinus infection going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't really say what I wanted to say, Kenny, but now, here you go again. You claim to be a real world champion, bro, but you don't even come up to work to defend your titles. How do you claim to be a real world's champion, Kenny, huh? I been here day in and day out, blood, sweat, and tears, Kenny, defending all of the gold, while you go on vacation being a thought, selling, giving your OnlyFans account to many of the hopeless women out there, Kenny.
He said being a thought.
You hear me, Kenny? But
yeah,
I play fair. I might let you get the titles back when you decide to come back to work, but right now the real world's champion is in the building. My name is Sun Hero. I got it on my shirt. I got it on my hat.
Yes, sir. We here.
Well, it's a $, but fuck it, you know.
And I'm your boy King Run, man. I'm alright, man. You know what I'm saying? Chilling like a villain, like always. But speaking of villains, MJF is a villain to the wrestling industry, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe a lot of people want to say, "Oh, CM Punk, won that battle." Nah, I gotta give it to MJF, and it's not because it's not because he's the new guy. I have mad respect for Punk always, but MJF really he just showed that he's the best at what he does right now, and dude is only like 20 in his early 20s, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
he has time to grow, even though he's at the level that he's at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Promo wise, and wrestling wise. You know what I'm saying? That match he had with Darby, like I said, at Full Gear was probably the best match. You know what I'm saying, on the card, bro. And he bagging it up, and he most definitely gonna talk it. And he was talking the hell out of this past Wednesday on Dynamite, man. Cause
man, I heard people talking about it, and I was like, yo, I heard it. They were like, man, it was the best promo that they've seen in a long time. Long time. Like that was promo school 101.
That was real deal.
That's what.
How to cut a promo.
Right, exactly. That's what happens when I feel like they probably went off of bullet points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But also it's
my
just
mic
the
a
fact
little
that
close.
It's good.
Yeah, bring it a little
cool.
closer.
I feel that they used bullet points, but they spoke raw, unfiltered, you know what I mean? And that's what we love. That's what we want.
That's what makes wrestling.
Yeah.
The promos, the off the cuffness, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can. Okay, okay, at least back it's hard to not do this, but I mean it's the attitude era, you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like you gotta
obvious,
go
yeah.
back to it, bro. The attitude era probably had some of the I can't even say that, man, because the 80s, when them boys was all doped up on coke and shit, and
Yo,
Macho Man,
hey.
oh my God, Macho Man, his
Yo.
ain't nobody off the cuff like Macho Man.
I promise y'all, hey.
he,
Yo.
he was talking the most shit.
We going off subject, but I gotta get this in right quick.
Yeah.
Y'all have to watch like wrestling from like in the late '60s, '70s, and early '80s. In the early '80s, man, you really gonna have a laugh because I honestly feel like that. Yeah, majority of them were off on coke. Like
Ric
especially
Flair?
Rick
Flair used to go into fucking real deal spasm attacks in goddamn NWA, talking about he the jet flying, limousine riding. Woo!
One girl on my left.
Man, I'm talking about,
I'm like,
come
whoa,
on,
I'm like,
fool. The man,
that
sweating
man
in a
was
two-piece
hype.
suit. Then you got, like I said, you got Macho Man. You got the Warriors, Road Warriors, Adam and Hall. You got Ultimate Warrior. All them niggas screaming.
Them
and
niggas be
doing
so,
that shit back in the day.
Bro, they were, man, them niggas they were on something, bro.
Them folks was all on something, bro. For real.
Them folks, especially,
What you say? Say what you finna say, and I'm gonna keep my thoughts. Say what you finna say.
oh shit, nah. I was gonna say, bro, they be so sweaty. Like they be so sweaty during the like. I'm like, bro, you ain't even put in the chin lock yet, man. You, like,
this man just come out the locker room fucking ready and sweaty and shit. Like, no, bro.
they snort that funky town, bro.
Shout out to Fly.
Man.
What I was finna say is, bro, you know who really changed the promo game?
Who?
Jake the Snake.
Yeah,
Because he came in with the low.
no
There's
nonsense.
there's no gonna be nobody's better than me. Once I hit him with the DDT, and I put my python on, like, bro, why you talking so low?
Like,
and he had that raspy ass voice. And that shit sounded scary as hell.
it sounded scary.
He was never really screaming, but he still sounded terrifying.
And that's what people loved about Jake the Snake. You know, when it comes to that's true promo ability right there.
Yeah.
What makes Jake the Snake so good was the fact that he was able to talk in this slow, melodic voice and have you have you pulled into the character, have you pulled into what's going on or what he's doing in that particular rivalry or match. Man, yeah, I'm 100% on you with that.
Yeah,
that man is really like. He's really cold when it comes to promos, but
the Attitude Era, I feel like, was the better part of the promo industry game with WWE and WWF back in the day because it was more entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can tell that they promos, it felt, even if they wasn't really always off the cuff, depending on who was delivering it, made it seem like it was off the cuff. Of course, every time The Rock was on the mic, every time Stone Cold got the mic. The rare times Undertaker grabbed the mic, you know what I'm saying? And that was rare because a long time you didn't hear the Undertaker.
You didn't hear him talk, and that's what made the character. That's what made the character so unique. Same thing with Jake. Now I'm personally, I watched a couple of Jake the Snake matches, from time to time, and I ain't really get a chance to see all of his promos, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's like the Undertaker where he doesn't speak much, and when he does speak, it's, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But to say all of this and to go back to what happened with CM Punk and MJF, I honestly feel like they took you back to a time where it was like, yeah, some people was that good to just, create a promo off the fly. And, some people do have bullet points to get at what they trying to do. But I feel like, yeah, they might have had some bullet points, but this was a good promo. It really was what everybody said it was what it was.
Yeah, like it held up to what the anticipation for it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, bro, you got CM Punk, who's a known speak his mind, you know what I'm saying, lay it out on the line regardless of the consequences with it is on his chest, you know what I'm saying. And we done seen MJF for the past 2-3 years disrespect everybody he that came in contact with. He even been disrespecting Wardlow, you know what I'm saying. He got this nigga a bodyguard. He got this nigga a fucking. He the bodyguard, but he got a nigga that gotta watch him.
Right,
He
that's what I'm
disrespected
saying.
Sean Spears by even giving him that job. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm
Like
yeah.
MJF has, bro. It's like he then became the most all around heel in wrestling. Damn.
And it's such, and I have to express the age. He's only like in his early 20s, people.
In a short period, bro.
In a short period of
AEW
time.
has been around literally 2
2 years.
and he's been on TV for the past 2 years, disrespecting people to the fullest.
Exactly.
He said Brian Pillman's mom was a drug addict, bro. This lady is dead. Like, this man was talking cash shit about Brian Pillman's dad, mom, his whole family, while his sister was in the crowd with the lady that raised his dad. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly. And this goes back to
That boy, wow.
And this goes back to, you know, like we said back in the 80s, you know, besides them being coked up, they presented that same raw and grittiness when it came to a promo. So yeah, man, I believe the hype. I thought it was good. I wouldn't say it was the best promo of all time. You know, it's up there. It can be up there, but right now it was just a good promo. I love it's because it took us back. Like I said prior, it took us back
to a point where we can like grab hold to the performance and look at it more of like, oh, this is something that's really happening. You know what I'm saying? These guys finna be at it, and this seemed like it should be a long-term feud, which I feel like at least, if not, I ain't gonna say too long, but at least a good 6 matches, three or 4 at the most. You know what I'm saying? Because right now CM Punk, he just moving. Oh, you beat you, move on. Beat you, move on. Beat you, move on. He ain't really done nothing.
He really
like cement his character
right.
in.
I was just finna say that because it was like the way they're using CM Punk right now is just the whole thing is like he's going up against young guys and you know he beat them and then he's on to the next one. So I get that, but I love that idea. I love that idea. Have MJF. This should be a long-term thing right now for CM Punk to at least like, okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. I gotta deal with MJF now. So,
because he won't have to do it. He wouldn't really have to do it as much wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because of course MJF got the Pinnacle, so you can always throw them out. You know what I'm saying? Do some tag teams, 5-on-5, 8-man tags, whatever they be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get CM Punk a little ragtag of groups of people and shit to fight with him, or don't have nobody fight with him because you can have it look like, you know, CM Punk like the outcast of AEW. He just came in and started beating everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it can go a lot of ways with this rivalry, bro. But
it really
you most
can.
definitely got to see this shit like
I see it
unfold, man.
Knowing MJF, I see it continuing on. It's not gonna just be like how it is with everybody else, one and dones.
Yeah, because MJF kind of has some pretty long rivalries.
Yeah, he does. So.
Like this thing with Jericho lasted, the thing with the Rhodes family lasted, the thing with the Inner Circle
lasted. So everything he's been in. So I love that they're pushing him at least. Like yeah, this is. He's on that pillar for a reason because you could just tell he got it all. He has it all. But speaking of, you know, AEW, let's go on to their women's division. On the other hand, is
who they also have it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
they got all the talent.
They have the talent, but it's not there to where they can just take off with it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, they most definitely getting there though, bro.
yeah. But oh hell
As
yeah.
far as the
Hell
women's
yeah.
division, bro, they got the finals. Is it the finals for the TBS title?
I think this is the semifinals.
I know
The
Jay Cargill
semifinals.
beat Red Velvet to move on, and I'm most definitely pulling for Jay. You know what I'm saying? That bitch show need to happen, and
I'm sorry, y'all. That's Jesus. Woo! Right.
she gotta pull that junk through, bro. It's like,
But
who else would you want to be the TBS champion?
ooh, I don't see, cause look how they got it set up. They got Nyla,
Mm-hmm.
Jade, Thunder Rosa, and Ruby.
Soho, is she still in that junk?
Yeah, she's still in it.
Damn.
She's gonna face Chris Stylander in the semis. So
Lord.
it's gonna be a good. Who I got winning it? Honestly, I wanted Thunder Rosa to do it, but they still got the thing going on with Britt Baker.
You can kind of tell that
Yeah,
she just in that jump because of the star power.
yeah, just because. And what I see happening, I got them going with either between Jade or Ruby.
Mm.
And I'm gonna be honest, I love you, Ruby, but I see my baby doing it.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah. They
I see
most definitely
Jay,
giving her
yeah.
this title, bro. Because it's like, why not? There's if in the sports world, the biggest, the best athlete has the title. You know what I'm saying? As far as the women's division, the best athlete that they have is Jade Cargill all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? But as far as experience they have is Britt Baker. That's why she's the world champion. You know what I'm saying? So to that point where Jade Cargill get her experience to the top, you know what I'm saying? She most definitely would be the one that'll have a secondary title if there was anyone, and they brought this one about. So the TBS title is like the TNT title, you know what I'm saying? Like a television title. So you know she gonna be working every day, you know what I'm saying? Like she gonna be doing open challenges, but who can beat her? You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why you give her the title, because she is a real athletic freak. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like Scott Steiner in this whole.
Besides
with all the style and the better wrestling.
Yeah, I would say, man,
a little bit of promo talk because she don't really do that much. But
no, not much.
Boy Scott Steiner start doing math and shit. He
Right.
get kind of cloudy. And shit. If 3 times 3, 32. What is he talking about?
You take my 30.
Take my 33. You 77, 33%. And the 33% that I got from your 45%.
I have to memorize that. I have to memorize that promo, man. But nah, however, though, I do got Ruby Soho and Jay Cargill in the finals, and to determine who is the TBS champion. I got them to at least going into the finals because Nyla is cool, but you know what I'm saying. As much as she's the pick, you know what I'm saying, to like go into this thing and win it all. But you also got Jade Cargill, and then you have Ruby Soho. I honestly see Jade getting a win over Thunder Rosa. I cannot see them going with Thunder Rosa to just win it all, because you still got the thing with with Britt Baker.
You can kind of tell that they are molding her to be the next runner up, if not the next winner of the women's title. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, Britt Baker got to deal with. I was just looking at this damn lady name. No. She just lost the match to Riho.
Yeah.
On Rampage. So now Riho has a title match.
But we
guessing
know
next time they announce it, probably their titles event they got coming up soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Battle of the Belts.
Battle of the Belts. Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah,
An
she'll
homage, baby. An homage to WCW right
probably
there.
Clash of Champions, baby.
You hear me?
But yeah, man, that the women's division in AEW is really rising, bro. Because one, like, they brought in, you know what I'm saying, some female wrestlers that's known as experienced in the industry already.
Yeah.
Then they got rookies and stuff like that, and people that's kind of experienced
Yeah.
rising to the ranks also. You know what I'm saying, and putting on good matches, raw type of matches when it's like better. It's like when it's better chemistry. The matches be so goddamn lit. You know what I'm saying, but
yeah.
that'll be fine for me as far as let me retrace my steps. I'm gonna go back to the tournament. So you said you had Jade and
Ruby Soho in the finals, because this pretty much has gonna shape up, in my opinion.
I say I don't really see Ruby Soho beat Nyla Rose because it's Nyla Rose, but Nyla's
No. Ruby Soho is facing Chris Stylander.
Yeah, and you think Ruby Soho gonna get past Chris Statlander?
Yeah.
And then if she get past Chris Statlander, Nyla Rose is next, because Nyla Rose has to go against Nyla Rose goes against whoever won between Sheena D and Hikaru Shida, and I think Hikaru Shida won that one.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be Nyla Rose and Hikaru Shida. So if Nyla Rose win, then it'll be Nyla and Ruby Soho.
But
If Shakira, if what you call win, then it'd be Rojo versus her. But I think Nyla Rose is gonna get to the finals.
You think?
Yeah, bro, because it's like Jade Cargill needs somebody that can actually be a challenger, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Size wise, like wrestling wise, Ruby Soho most definitely is a good challenger for her. But as far as to show her dominance, you know what I'm saying, you got to take out somebody that's dominant. And I feel like Nyla Rose is like the most dominant female wrestler they had on their roster until Jade Cargill showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was fucking woman's champion for a little run, you know what I'm saying? She was always beating people and beating bitches and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got to go up against Jade Cargill so they can show that Jade Cargill is a more monster than she is.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the way I feel like the tournament will end. Just to showcase Jade in a spot where, man, she deserved his title. Because who else going to put up a good fight with her? Everybody else small as hell in this damn thing compared to Jade, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
She a good 6'11".
But see, that's the cool
5'11".
thing. Yeah. But that's the cool thing though about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got a strong, you got the size advantage, so it's possible power in that.
Mm-hmm.
When you have somebody that's small, it always works with the whole big versus small matchups. It don't always work all the time if you like extremely big, like Big Show big. But if you're like Brock Lesnar type of big or China type of big, like Jade is, she's China type of big. You know what I mean? Working with a smaller competitor would definitely work for her, and it'll benefit for the other person too.
Yeah.
So,
she and like I said, bro, you saw how they slick hold China in WWE. They women's division wasn't nowhere near as athletic as, you know what I'm saying, it is now.
So
and goddamn China should have, the way she was whooping bitches and dudes around the house, she should have been the world champion. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't finna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's all
exactly.
good.
But nah, man.
Before we leave AEW though, I do want to hit on this real quick. My guy think it's a work. I'm hoping it does work. Because it just seemed like Team Taz is rounding up all the talent of the youth and the black kids or the You know what I'm saying?
Team Taz for the black people.
Yeah, because Dante Martin, you know what I'm saying? You know, he been in a little tug of war spot. First it was Matt and Leo.
Yeah, man,
You know
Leo.
what I'm saying? Then it was like fucking Leo and goddamn the Acclaim said something about having Dante on the team. Then Team Taz showed up about having Dante on the team and things that he can do for Team Taz and how Team Taz can work for him. And this past week they had a little sit down for some odd reason. Like if you wasn't gonna plan on doing that, you shouldn't have been there anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as you may know already, Dante signed with Team Taz and left Leo Rush with the jaw. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, hey,
Peace.
he just randomly decided to do this after they've been chasing him for like a week or two. And like I said, I hope it worked because I see Team Taz as being a cooler unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they got the power, they got the show, right now they really just got the showstopper and they got the powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? They got Ricky Starks, the FTW champion, and they got Powerhouse Sub. You know what I'm saying? Now they got Dante Martin. He a high flyer. You know what I'm saying? He young. He can. That high flying aspect is always needed in like a well-rounded, in a nice little stable. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, whenever like what happened to his brother? Don't he got a brother?
Yeah, I think that's his brother or maybe his tag team, but Top Flight was his tag team. He's out with an injury.
Damn.
So
because Matt Sydal's brother out with an injury too.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well,
folks that they've been out for a while with these injuries. I hope they.
Yeah, I think. But see, the reason why I think it's a work is because I feel like they might set up to a match. They might set up to an angle where they might bring where his brother does come back, but he aligned himself with Leo. You know what I mean? And they beat some. They have a couple of good matches between the two, and then he realized like this is where I belong, type thing, and he go back to his brother or
that'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? But he got to run with Team Taz though.
We'll see how this work though, because I feel like it's a work, but if it works, it works. It works. I feel like we'll see how it goes. We'll see just how these next couple of days play out.
Yeah, yeah, that should be fun. Though.
Fun times.
Speaking of fun, this is not fun.
Suck the shit out of everything.
I don't understand. I don't understand the whole thing with WWE and their women's division. You know what I'm saying? They releasing stars left and right. You know what I'm saying? They calling them up. They still releasing them.
Yep.
They only showcasing a good 10 of them on TV.
Yep.
And then they got these women's tag team titles that has no tag teams in this division, bro.
Yep.
There's not one tag team in this tag team division, and they just throwing these titles back and forth.
Back to back.
Because this past week, Zelina Vega and Carmella won the women's tag team titles off of Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley, and I'm like,
yeah.
Why?
Like, there's no point anymore of having these titles, because when you really look at it, like there's really nothing. There's nothing meaningful that came out of having them.
Like what is what purpose are they serving?
Right. Only just to say like you have women tag team.
Right.
And not only that, when you look at WWE's women division, it's terrible. You know, we just talked about AEW, but AEW's needs work too. But at least they're trying. At least they're building towards it, as you can see. But when you look at WWE's women division, both on Raw and SmackDown, it's not their priority. It's really not their priority because you could tell in the quality of the matches that they have.
Shit, they don't even be on SmackDown.
Nah,
They
don't
just be
hardly.
on Raw.
Yeah,
And the whole selling point of these women's title was that they was gonna be able to be spread out between all three companies. You know what I'm saying? Which made sense then because like, okay, well in NXT they got a women's division, and shit they got their own women tag titles.
Who?
The NXT.
NXT.
They end up coming up with their own tag
their,
titles.
NXT has their own women tag titles, and they okay too, but they ain't really much to say about
that either. You know what I'm saying? Because that's on NXT, and they just completely revamped NXT. You know what I'm saying? The only other champion in WWE's women division is the 24/7 champion, Dana Brooke. Is this what it is? Yeah, she won a 24/7 title on Raw. You know what I'm saying? So they had 2 title changes if you want to look at it that way. You know what I mean? But still, bro, it's like, come on, man. Y'all not even focusing on y'all own world titles correctly. You know what I mean? Like, what is y'all really doing? And why is y'all even playing these games with these tag divisions? Like, let these count what's the word? What they do with the titles when they done with them? Vacate them, strip them.
Yeah, vacate.
You know what I'm saying? Retire them hoes and give these women chances to be in the spotlight for something else. You know what I mean? Because you just showcasing them in a tag team because you don't have nothing else to do with them. You just want to do something with them, so you just put them in random tag teams and shit. Yeah. And that's not appealing.
It's not appealing, but then the BS comes in when you let go of all of the women that you really could have
had
built. Yes, you could have had and built strongly. Because you look at AEW, like I said, their women division is not that good, but at least they're trying, and at least they are getting better as it goes along. You look at WWE. At one point, their women's division was at a peak, even on NXT. Now you look at them, Raw and SmackDown's women's division. It's nothing spectacular anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's just there. It's almost like if it's the Divas era, you know what I mean? But of just like
that Diva era was rough.
It was very terrible. So, like I said, man, I really ain't got much to say about their division because it's just trash right now. You bring back Bailey, who's coming back soon, and then ain't a possibility of Ronda Rousey. Yeah, see,
and don't nobody even want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So you fuck around lose fans because of that. Because that whole little spiel and spat that she had, she not even the Ronda Rousey we wanted. You know what I'm saying? When we did get her, you know what I'm saying? She's not Brock Lesnar. Nobody can be Brock Lesnar, bro. Brock Lesnar is an anomaly in the wrestling fight sports industry. Like The Rock, like Stone Cold, like the Macho Man, like Jake the Snake. Like you don't get wrestlers that can be star power. Just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Not anymore. Like Kenny Omega for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is sad.
Pac for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still some out here that can pull power and fans wherever they go. But in WWE it's not really like that. They got Seth Rollins. He cool. Now you got Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying? You still got Kevin Owens and Finn Balor.
But they ain't no
those
telling.
all guys, you know what I'm saying?
But ain't no telling how long they're gonna be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got Becky Lynch, you know what I'm saying, which is weird when she's in the ring because it's like she's a heel, but people are still cheering for her and they want to cheer for her, but she's a heel. Because it's like, why is she a heel? You know what I'm saying?
Because, man, it's like they try to force it, and you know that girl is a pure baby face, like pure hot white. You know what I'm saying?
Even if she's not a baby face, don't put her in a category of she's a heel or a baby face. Let her be neutral. Let her play the neutral card like she was doing when she became the man Becky.
Yeah,
Lynch, you know what I'm
tweener.
saying?
She'll be a tweener. She'll be in between. You know what I'm saying?
You got Charlotte, but she's a bona fide heel to the core. So it's like it's no. Of course Charlotte gonna always have heat. You know what I mean? Charlotte Flair, like good and bad, she getting cheered and booed because she just won. But they don't have that many, especially for the women. But the real reason I'm only still watching Raw is because of Matt Riddle. I'm telling you that right now, bro. Because Matt Riddle is a fucking character, bro. If Matt Riddle wasn't on TV, I wouldn't even be peeping out what Raw was even talking about.
Yeah, they're doing that whole thing with, I guess, Riddle's, trying to, he's, I guess, really under the tutelage of Randy Orton, coming out looking like him, having the move set, doing the RKO, all of that. I was like, okay. It's entertaining, but I feel like it's time's winding down.
Oh yeah,
what I mean. But
especially they tag team title run, but also with WWE, they tag team division in the men wrestling is not worth anything either.
Right.
Like they do got a few tag teams, but people that's the Raw tag team champions are not a real tag team.
Yeah,
the SmackDown tag team champions is the Usos, and that's probably,
probably
they do that. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
they winning the goddamn titles all the time, damn near.
Yeah, man. But other than that, dog, we backtrack, but that women's division, let's just be honest. Right now, it's a lost cause. But do I see hope for it in the future? Yeah, I kind of do, honestly. But right now, it's just nothing's gonna happen if you continue to keep releasing your women that got talent, or you have them but you're not using them to their full potential or to their full, what they are capable of to do. So right now, AEW just, don't crucify me, people out there, but I feel like they got the best women's division right now in terms of if you try to put them up against Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now, they're not that good either. They're trying as well, but at least they're trying. Like I said, they're trying. So
as long as they trying, WWE seem like they not trying at all. But my boy told me a little something about Roman Reigns. What's going on with Roman, bro?
They talking about that man might be heading to Hollywood soon.
Hollywood. Okay.
Hollywood.
So Roman going, yeah. Everybody go to Hollywood.
They need to bring that shit back,
so
bro.
Roman going to Hollywood, bro. Ooh.
They need to play that during the verses though.
It's cool, bro. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? He's already been in the movie with The Rock anyway, so it's like it's really more bound to happen now.
Yeah, it was really bound.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with the trajectory The Rock going on with the movies he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that boy he doing all the goddamn movies, and don't look like he's slowing down no time soon. So why not do movies with your family members and shit? His stunt double is his cousin. Did you know that? The Rock stunt double, they look just alike, bro. Bald as hell. And they all got similar, tattoos and shit.
That's
but
crazy,
yeah, his
bro.
stunt double, his cousin, bro.
That's crazy.
And that's how the rich stay rich. Keep it in the family.
So you telling me the man really be going out there proving it like, he The Rock. When you really think about it, he goes out there and be like, he's The Rock. You think
His
about it, he's the
cousin?
stuff. Yeah, you say.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he's ever. Well, I don't know. I found out about this on some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was watching something about The Rock in the movie he was doing, and they was talking about his some of the stunts, like some he's done, and some he couldn't do. Mm-hmm. And then when they showed the stunt double, I was like, well, that's The Rock ass right there. But when they panned the camera back over, The Rock is on the sideline. So I'm like, so who the fuck was that?
What's this man? Like,
and then he got up, he come back, walking back. Him and The Rock don't got the same smile, and they head like faces a little different, but from the back side and shit, bro, you couldn't fucking tell. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I don't know if
Okay,
he out there
well,
telling people he the Rock, but he most
nah,
definitely his cousin stunt though.
I
which
didn't
is
know
cool.
that. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah,
You
but
would think Rock would do his own stunts because the man,
nah,
all the bumps
he
the man
can't, bro.
took.
That's why I feel like he can't do all his own stunts,
Oh.
bro. Because he done took some bumps in wrestling and in other movies, and you know if you get hurt in a movie, you still
Yeah, you
gotta
done
sit
it.
out, and
Yeah.
you can't sit out in Hollywood. Like
You
I said,
can't, nah.
Rock is putting out movies 3-4 times a year.
I'm like, this man, how you gonna come back to wrestling, dude? You definitely gonna come back probably for one match against Roman, but
Yeah, that'll
that's
probably
it.
be it.
That'll be it. Like,
He's still not technically retired as a wrestler, also, because you know you gotta actually retire as a wrestler with the wrestling commission and shit.
right.
So yeah, bro, Roman Reigns going to Hollywood is like the next best thing for him. Cause what else he gonna do? He done been the longest running Universal Champion they done had, and the longest running World Champion in WWE damn near. You know what I'm saying? As far as right now, 'cause he didn't beat Punk. You know what I mean? His record. So it's like, bro, it ain't nothing else for this man to do in WWE right now. He can leave. Brock Lesnar left, The Rock left, Stone Cold left. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the Undertaker, like, it's bound to happen.
And I think, yep, it's bound to happen. Especially the look that Roman possesses. So of course it was bound to happen. He was gonna go to Hollywood sooner or later. You could just tell. But to piggyback off of that, yeah, it goes back to what I said earlier. About the closing remark. It goes back to like how WWE really is when you think when we go back in time, all the way back, we look at WWE for how it was, how it is. You know what I'm saying?
How we remember it and shit.
Yeah, and it's like I in my own opinion, this is just my opinion. I feel like WWE hurt themselves with not wanting to like at least try to venture out and work with other companies. I believe that wholeheartedly that's the reason why people love AEW so much, and it ain't because of just the it's not anti WWE. They just present something better than what WWE is doing now, at least. And the reason why we like AEW is because they're able to work with all these other companies, or at least do something
and showcase other talent.
Yeah, from other companies, whether it's on Dark Elevation, Dynamite, Rampage. They pay-per-view most of the time, whatever. They're able to show different wrestlers from different promotions or different smaller promotions, and then when you look at this wrestler, you like, oh shit, where is he from? I'm gonna go. Then you look at what he's done or what he's currently doing in that certain promotion. So I feel like, man, over the years we've looked at WWE. WWE's been around for a long time, long ass time. So to close up, when you get so high, when you get so to a point, when you like at the top, or you've been at the top for so long, everything that you do and the money that you accumulate as well, everything that you do, you ain't got to put much effort into it no more, because people,
Your engine is gonna run.
Your engine is still gonna run regardless, because of the TV deals that you get, the TV deals that they had over the years, the merchandise,
the et cetera,
games,
deals they got,
movies, whatever. Their engine is still gonna go, because you're gonna have people out there that's gonna continue to buy this shit regardless. So any thought of them going out of business and all this other stuff is not gonna happen. But I just personally feel right now, man, WWE is just not the wave. I love WWE regardless, because for most people that's where it started. Like I grew up watching WWE.
WWE, man.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't hate the company. I just hate
Memphis
the
wrestling at WWE, bro.
I don't hate
Saturdays,
the
Mondays, Sundays.
every time, but I don't hate the company. I just hate the creative and how the process is going for most of the men and women that's in that company that's not getting the shine or the recognition because of maybe politics or just how the mind frame of because you got to understand Vince and everybody, they came up during that era that made whatever they did during that time, it worked, but it doesn't. But they still think that it can work in a time where shit is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
they got to keep evolving with the times.
Exactly, and
That's
that's
something
what
like they're not really doing. You know,
not doing perfectly, and that's why AEW is. That's why everybody is on the bandwagon or
riding with AEW,
riding with them currently now because they keep up with the times. They just pretty much present a time how WCW used to do. But the thing is, the difference between AEW and WCW is that they actually give you some quality matches. Not saying that WCW didn't do it because they did too, but I feel like AEW really just now is they just hitting on all cylinders. So of course it's always love for WWE, but right now, man, they creative is just
not where is it?
It's not where it's at, and I'm not saying and shit. I ain't saying nothing that ain't nobody else done said. It's just this. It's just that's what it is, and like you can't ignore it because everybody talks about it. Everybody knows it's bad. Everybody knows it sucks. So hopefully, I have hope in the future, though, man. I really do because I still got heart. I still got love for WWE, but this shit ain't where it's at right now. It ain't where it's at right now, bro.
We gonna get out of here though, man. And we appreciate y'all pulling up and chopping it up with us, man. If y'all got anything y'all want to hear us talk about, let us know, and we most definitely gonna get to it. We got a lot of new exciting things coming up in the near future.
Yes, sir.
And please be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? The world heavyweight champ over here. You know what I mean?
You heard that, Kenny? Did you hear that? I didn't forget. Too sweet me, bro.
We out.